important update to everybody. It's an update, but it's not an update. I have not chosen a name for our little angry squid octopus friend. What's an octopus? Right? I've seen so many of your suggestions and they make me laugh so much. I have another sneeze. Oh my God. One made me laugh yesterday that I saw and it was octopissed. And I can't pick because there's so many good ideas. So update. It's just not, I haven't chosen yet, but I love a lot of them. Also, huge thanks you guys to all the love on the Y2K merch. I love seeing your feedback and I'm so literally, I hate saying literally and I do it all the time. I'm so grateful for your support always, truly. So if you haven't checked it out, jocebedard.com. Let me know what you think. These are your real stories in today's videos. I went through the comment section. These are your stories. Yup. And I told y'all to follow me on Instagram because I'm gonna have you guys DM me some stuff to use in future videos. So if you're not following me on Instagram, now is your chance. Joce Bedard, same thing, okay? Because some things you might not want out there in public, like in the public comment section, so you gotta DM me and I can be like, yo, anonymous or not, let me know. Oh my God, cheers. Cheers. I have a crazy ex who wouldn't leave me alone and was abusive in every way imaginable. He threatened to place an explosive device on my parents' car. We were engaged. That is so disturbing in so many ways. I broke it off with him once he went to prison for attempted... I don't think I can say these words on YouTube, you guys. He had attacked his mom and brother so badly that they almost passed away. I realized at that moment that I couldn't be with someone who had the potential to take others' lives. My family and I all have a restraining order against him. He is delusional enough to think that we will get back together. I say heck no to that. He has broken the restraining order several times. Y'all, this ain't even funny. I also hell no to that.
Oh, hell no.
Okay, and I'm genuinely concerned. It's not funny. Again, I laugh a lot of these. This is like, my heart physically is like, because I care about you guys so much. I know we don't know each other, but like we kind of do. You know, there's like a human connection here. And now I'm worried for your safety, your family's safety, your happiness. I have a psycho / sociopath who still tries to intimidate / threaten me 26 years later. Oh my God, you must have been the one that got away for him. He pops up on a fake Facebook account out of nowhere, like a big, nasty pimple. Spews what, in his mind, are these self-serving memories of things that never happened, clear back to high school, and then rambles some drunk threats. He still hasn't figured out 25 years later that he lost any and all power over me a long time ago. Man's gotta call it quits. Bruh. Do you know how long 25 plus years is? Why are you even still thinking about me? Erase me from your memory, please and thank you. Like, program, do a little reset. I don't exist to you. Well, I got a long story, but I will try to make it short. I had an ex I dated from 2000 to 2002. There were some red flags, but I was in my very early 20s and didn't realize it until later on. Understandable, I feel like we've all been in a situation like that. He would get upset when I would do my makeup and get dressed up saying whose attention was I trying to get. He ended up cheating on me, so I ended things. To preface, I had a childhood nickname growing up that's still stuck to this day. It's Gata. In Spanish, it means a female cat. He knows that I am a huge fan of animals. I love and adore cats. Since I did not want to take him back, unfortunately, he lived in my neighborhood. Coming back from college one day, this jerk left a dead black cat at my doorstep. Let's just say 5 restraining orders later, him getting arrested numerous times for stalking. I'm till this day 60% deaf in my left ear permanently because of him. He still has the balls to ask my family about me when he runs into them. That was long ago and I am happily married now. Almost 11 years, but he's a complete psycho. Shake my mother effing head. A girl, shake your mother. I'm shaking my head too. These stories, it's so different reading your stories versus reading like the stories I find on Reddit. This is insane. I feel like it's a friend telling me a story and I just want to like protect you and be like, no girl, like that's crazy. Like no, you should have saw the red flag. There's so many red flags in life that we don't see until we get through something and then we get the lesson that we were supposed to learn. That's how life works. I hate that that's how life works. Can't you just teach me the lesson without actually having me to have to go through it, that would be great. I had a boyfriend who got jealous if I was singing along to songs because my attention was not on him in that moment. I love to sing. It was ridiculous. Ugh. Jealous if I was singing because my attention was not on him. Nah, that's a no for me. That's a no for me, dog. Huge trigger warning. Okay, everybody. They gave us a trigger warning. I appreciate it, so I'm just throwing it out there. I had an ex that turned 18 when I was 14. He was picked up by police that day for the backlog they'd been keeping to try him as an adult. Oh my God. Yep, here's the trigger warning. Okay, I hope this is appropriate enough for YouTube. My mom screened my mail. My parents had split custody and I was mainly living with my father. And my lack of response to his letters, apparently escalating to 2 or 3 a day, meant that he had become more and more violent, vile, and threatening, especially towards my mother and younger siblings who were 5 and 10 at the time. I was never allowed to read the letters, thank goodness. I was a hothead, and what followed would have maybe landed me in prison. This is wild. This literally feels like a movie plot. So far. I can't even believe this is your life. When he was released, oh no, why? He was spotted outside my high school and both my siblings' primary schools. He was picked up for something else, petty crime related, within a fortnight, had his DVO hearing. My mom got a restraining order against him for my entire family. From remand, I believe, in the full orange jumpsuit. And after seeing the content of the letters, the judge gave us a lifelong 500-meter radius, no contact order for home, school, and work, which has been active for 20 years. This is literally a movie. 5 years ago, he had a training certification across my mom's desk on the other side of the country now, but her work has her approving trainees and apprenticeships everywhere. While I think she did the classy thing, just signed it and moved on, she did say there was a temptation for that to keep just ending up on the bottom of the pile of never-ending sign-offs for a few months. I kind of wish she had. I kind of wish she had too. This kind of surprises me, in all honesty. I'm very surprised by mom's reaction. Like, you know, because it's been so long, maybe she's just like out of sight, out of mind. People make mistakes. Maybe he's learned, maybe he's grown, maybe he's a better person. I don't know. But man, would I want to do that? Like, bottom of the pile, bottom of the pile. That's spooky. Feel free to use mine. Thank you. I've assumed that if you've posted the public comment, you were okay with me using it. So, here we are. He really was a cray-cray loony bin reject. 6 feet, 5 inches tall, and 16 stones, yet tried telling the man who is now my husband that I used to beat him up, although his police records said otherwise and completely the opposite. All 10 years worth of them, no less. He really did act like a complete melt. I don't know what melt means, but I'm assuming it's like, it's not a compliment. This just hurts my heart. It really does. And I know we're keeping things, like we're trying to keep things somewhat light for the entertainment of a YouTube video, but it's like, I don't like that you ever had to actually go through this. This hurts my heart. No one deserves it. And I just let me at them. Let me at all your exes. I'm just kidding, because half of them belong behind bars and I want a restraining order against them for myself. Oh girl, do I have a story for ya? Buckle up. Buckled. One of my best friends from high school, we call her Jo, dated my uncle who was a substance user and also has mental illness. Because these circumstances combined, I had the traumatic experience of witnessing him beating his dad with a baseball bat, so I told her that if he ever got high and his face turned pale and his eyes got black, when he's sane, they're blue, to run. Like, run for your life. Suffice it to say, the marriage didn't last long. Big surprise there. Years later, I found out why. Turns out, a couple months before that, he had mixed his bipolar meds with alcohol and meth, went into a psychotic break and hit her over the head, and she passed out. Later, when he came to and saw her passed out, he thought that she was deceased. Panicked and decided to cover up the crime by throwing her into an incinerator to Nah. She woke up as he was picking her up to throw her in. I'm gonna throw up. Luckily, she's a black belt in jiu-jitsu and got the upper hand, did a move on him, ran in the house and managed to arrest him with her furry handcuffs. I think that's self-explanatory, and call the cops. He served like 25 to life for attempted. She still has PTSD from that, and that was over 20 years ago. Yeah. Needless to say, she's lesbian now. As for me, I suffered from secondhand PTSD for years because she decided not to spare me the gory details. And because of the incident with his dad in the back. She never remarried, and I do not date now. People are insane. This world is going to hell in a handbasket. Well, after that story, yeah, I don't blame anyone for not dating or becoming a lesbian. I would never trust a man ever again, although I probably wouldn't trust anyone ever again after something like that. That is traumatizing. That's horrific. That is a literal nightmare. I am so glad your friend is okay. And I really wish you both the best of luck, because how do you possibly heal from that? Joce, let me tell you, girl, I was in an extremely DV relationship, and it's been almost 9 years since it ended, and he still tells me I should understand that I am his wife. I have been with my actual soul man for 8 years. The story is so much more, just not gonna waste my time writing it. Hey, cliff notes are fine, they work for me. So obviously, a very toxic relationship, and for some reason, he still thinks that you're his wife, even though you're literally someone else's wife. Yeah, crazy behavior. I had an ex, we talked about this in the last video, y'all, about people faking cancer. I had an ex claim cancer, and some years later, a friend of mine had an ex who claimed cancer. Why is this so common? Then there was a time an ex of a different friend had claimed cancer as an excuse to break up with her. Each time after finding out the cancer was a lie, I thought, WTF. I will never understand why people try this crap or fake pregnancy or some dumb other stuff to keep either a relationship going or as an excuse to break up. If you want to break up, just do it. Well, exceptions being if you're in an abusive relationship and need to be careful about how you break up. And if you have to use underhanded tricks to keep your partner, then you should just break up or preferably not date at all. Well, you said it perfectly. I can't believe that you had someone do that, and you know so many people who also had exes do that. I really was hoping that it wouldn't be that common, but it is. People say, like, faking that they're pregnant to keep a guy in their life or pretending they're ill. Awful! Joce, I had an ex tell me he was blown up while deployed. Turns out he was never blown up, as he never has been deployed. Why? Why lie about it? I don't understand. See, that's the pathological liar thing. Like, they're probably so deep into this lie in their head that they've now started to believe themselves that this is real and this happened. You don't want to mess with pathological liars, you guys. You don't want to mess with any liars. Truly. Whew. All right, you guys, if you guys want me to, the content be more of your stories, let me know. If they are in my comment section because you've made it public, I will use it. However, make sure you're following me on Instagram, Joce Bedard, because if it is a different subject, I might do some DMs because then it's private. You can let me know, we can use fake names. You can say anonymous, please. So I want to give that option too. So make sure you follow me, but I'm out here, you guys. Stay classy out there, stay sassy, and I'll see you tomorrow.